I don't know, so we will find out. I think we need a couple of races to see how the regs pan out and how the cars will be, how they will be to drive and how they will be to race. Well, it won't be the first time. We always had ground effect, a large contribution to the downforce we have in the cars, but obviously now it's the biggest contribution, so it will be more than previous years. So yeah, looking forward to it. I think the cars should be a little bit different to drive, but until we start the season, we don't know how different. Well, obviously the main downforce will come from the floor, so I think the way you set up the car will be different, and probably also the way you have to drive the car will be different. But how different, we will have to, as I said, find out. I don't know. I think we need to be a little bit more patient. Obviously, the idea is to improve racing, but we will see. Maybe the first race is not the best indicator, but after a couple of races, I think very quickly we will know. Well, we started, I think, as one of the first teams to prepare for this season, so hopefully we start off well, and then it will very much depend on how strong the car will be at the beginning of the year, where we are relative to others, and how spread out or not the field will be. So all these answers I think we will get very shortly. Normally when the rules are new, the field is a bit more spread out, and the longer you stick to the same amount of rules, same rules, then the field comes closer together. It should be that, with these set of rules, everybody starts closer to each other and then comes even more together. But again, we don't know. It all depends where the others are. I think we've done our homework and we've done what we could, and now we will see, how our car looks in comparison to the others, and then especially how it feels on track. For sure, it helps. I know the people, the people around me. So yeah, I think that's obviously an advantage compared to last year. The car will be new, so there will be again plenty of new things, but this time we can tackle it together. Well, last year we had a disappointing year, so obviously we expect a big step up. You don't know what to expect from all the new regulations, the new cars, etc. But I think we're really aiming to make a big improvement and to fight for front positions. Yeah, it's been pretty easy. So we get along and we seem to push the team together. So yeah, it's good to have continuity as well and just keep progressing. Sure. I mean, it's useful to hear that my feedback is welcome. I'm always trying to give as much feedback as I can wherever I can, and yeah, fit into the team, and together obviously try to make the difference. Yeah, I think a new track is always exciting, so we will see how it feels. But yeah, I think generally looking forward to a new venue, and Miami should be quite cool. Well, you look at the track beforehand. You obviously gather as much info as you can prior to the event. We do quite a bit of prep work in the sim usually. So, but then at some point that's about it. You need to get on track and really get to experience it to get the real flow. Yeah, I'm looking forward to work with Mike again. I think very good memories from the past, and he will be a huge contributor and strengthening the team. So looking forward to see him start. Absolutely, I think the team is growing day by day. There's more people joining, and the project just seems to get bigger and bigger, which is very exciting. So plenty of steps ahead of us still to take in order to get to the top. But yeah, the commitment surely is very high. Well, the cars were very different, so you don't take anything from that, but surely all the work with the team, working with the engineers, understanding the language, the technical language, all the procedures. I think there's lots of stuff that we do carry over, and a lot of the work that will be very similar, just to a different, working with different tools, meaning a different car. For sure, tires will be new. So in addition to the cars, I think it's a new, very, very new package. Cars will be heavier as well. So there's lots of changes, individual changes, but they will come together as one big change. Yeah, I mean, I have, obviously we've had plenty of prep in the sim, but I haven't yet had the experience on track, so we need to be a bit more patient, but generally looking forward. I think, it also depends how competitive the car is. It's more fun when it's fast compared to the others, so yeah, we'll see. Well, it's getting more and more important to have, reliable sim data, not just sim without the driver, but also using the driver sim to prepare the events and, going through various scenarios prior to the weekend, during the weekend to help. Well, DRS is artificial, so ideally you don't need it, but it has helped in the last years to create some overtaking, so we will see. Yeah, I think you can always play with how long the DRS zones are and how many there are, but ideally you don't need them at all. Well, good prep in the winter, obviously, and then once the season starts, there's not that much time, but you just try to stay in the rhythms, try and stay healthy most of all, and yeah, go race by race. So, it will be key to stay healthy throughout the entire season. Very different driving style on snow and ice, but a lot of fun. Obviously, you go a lot more sideways than I'm used to. But yeah, it was good fun meeting the other guys as well. So it's generally a very nice event.